1, 2, ready, go, step, 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 step. Perfect. Again, and then step on the last release. 1, 2, ready, go, step, 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 and 1. Oh, you gotta step on that at the same time. Yep. 1, 2, ready, go, step, 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 and 1. Again, 2, ready, and go, and step. Alright, if you are new to my channel and you have not subscribed to it, please make sure you hit that subscribe button down below. It's the red button that says subscribe. That way you get notified anytime I come out with these new videos about marching band, marching arts, drumline, you know, drum corps, things like that. So make sure you subscribe so you're notified whenever I put out a new video. Now, let's get to the actual content. Now, what I want to talk about today is, you know, like there's some things that some people are not doing that's really keeping them from getting really good at drums. And I notice this all the time in my private lesson practice. Anytime I work with students who are, you know, either inexperienced or maybe even like have been in drumline for like a couple of years. Like I'll always find weaknesses because what I'll do is I'll slow things down like really slow. No, I'm not talking about like 90 beats per minute. I'm not talking about that, right? So if you're playing like, let's say accents and taps, like 1 and 2 and 3 and I might not even take it that slow. I might take it even slower, like 1 and 2 and like almost annoyingly, ridiculously slow. To where it's like it's so slow. That's almost accessible to anybody. Like I could take some, you know, bum off the street and then they should be able to play that because it's so slow, right? But for us, like for us drummers, even if we've been playing for, you know, a year or something like that, it can be really annoying to play it that fast. Why? Because it's super uncomfortable. We're not used to playing things that, you know, that slow, right? And think about this, like as a percussionist, we should be able to handle any tempo, like slow tempos, fast tempos, and have a full range of control to be able to play at any tempo, including the slow tempos. But the thing is, we avoid the slow tempos because it's just a lot more comfortable to kind of like take things fast. Or, like, you know, our thing is like, let's try to learn things as quickly as we can. Let's try to get it as quickly as we can. Let's try to get good as quickly as we can. And let's try to play it fast as quickly as we can, as if that's a barometer for being good. Like, it's the only barometer, right? But another barometer for being good is having the control to take things really, really slow. And the reason why you want to take things super slow is because it's exactly like taking a microscope. Like let's say you're cleaning something, right? And you take a microscope and then you blow it up, blow up what you're cleaning, and then you see, oh, now I see all those little specks of dirt that I didn't see before, all those little imperfections, right? So taking things slow is the equivalent of that. Because like, let's say for example, right, I'm working with a student and then we take things really slow. And then like, let's take like 1 and 2 and 3 and where you accent the and counts, right? A lot of students will struggle with this, especially like to put their feet down in the correct place, which is the tap, right? So 1 and 2. And I'm not talking about like kind of being together with your feet and hands. I mean like perfectly together. A lot of students will struggle with this. And then you tell the student that, yo, like this little imperfection that's happening here that's now being magnified in front of us, it's happening when you're taking it fast and you don't realize it because you go so fast. It kind of just like blazes right by and you have no idea what's happening, right? Or like, you know, like you kind of just schlock through it or get through it. Right? That's a word I use, schlock through it. Like it's like just going through something, not looking at the details, not seeing like the, you know, the errors that you're making, and just kind of, you know, just blazing by it, like having it whiz by you and you're like, oh, I think that was okay, right? But if you take things slow and you're like, oh, now you can really see what's going on, what's happening, okay? So what you want to do is take things really slow and do many reps of you doing it slow until you get it correct or perfect, okay? And the problem is, like, you know, and I'll have students do this, I'll try to get them to take it slow, but they immediately want to go faster. Why? Because they want to get comfortable, right? And I'm always like, yo, let's stay in this slow zone, right? I guess. Let's stay in this very slow tempo, even if you're uncomfortable, and stay in that discomfort for a long time. What you'll find is the longer you stay in that uncomfortable tempo zone, the more comfortable you'll get, and then you'll correct all those errors, and then as you take things faster, you'll start to execute things at a much higher level because you've addressed all the issues that whizzed by you when you're taking it fast. Does that make sense, right? So taking things slow is so key. And as a private lesson instructor, like one of my goals is just like, you know, put students in very uncomfortable situations with their hands, with their feet, anything they're not familiar with, because that's where real growth goes. As humans, we search out comfort, right? We don't like to be uncomfortable. Like if it's hot, we're like, oh, like we gotta get cooler. If it's too cold, like we wanna get warmer, right? That's very normal, that's natural. So the same thing with drumming, right? It's like we wanna naturally go to that comfort zone, right? Of like maybe faster tempos. And then really slow tempos is really uncomfortable. So just like a personal trainer would do, which is like, you know, like let's say you're doing reps and then you're getting tired and uncomfortable, you know, at the last couple of reps you're doing. And then the trainer's just gonna be like, no, keep going. A few more reps, one more rep, two more reps. Even though it's really hard, even though you're really tired. But if that instructor wasn't there, if that fitness trainer wasn't there, maybe you wouldn't do those extra reps and you wouldn't get stronger as a result of those extra reps. You know what I'm saying? So like that's the value in having a private drum instructor too. It's just, you know, somebody who's telling you like be uncomfortable, stay in that uncomfortable tempo, and do a couple more reps so you can get really good. And you know, if you don't have a private instructor, like you gotta force yourself to stay uncomfortable and have that become your new comfort zone. Does that make sense, right? Because nothing grows inside of comfort zone, all right? True growth only happens when you are uncomfortable, okay? So anytime it's a new rudiment that you're not comfortable with, anytime it's a, you know, passage of music that you're not familiar reading, right? Kind of like maybe rhythms that you're not used to seeing, it's really uncomfortable, it's really difficult, right? And it's like, it's kind of hard to, on our ego to be like, oh man, I can't do this, and it sucks. But you have to kind of take it easier on yourself, it's okay, and then just like, work it out, all right? Get through it, work really hard to get it down. Take it slow, right? Taking things slow is really gonna give you time to think about and process what's happening next, what's happening now, and really execute things at a higher level. And like I said, once you learn how to execute things at a higher level when it's slow, you're gonna execute things at a higher level once you take it faster and faster and faster. Take it from me, trust me, I do this all the time. Students get amazing results when they do this, all right? Like they get much better with their tempo, with their interpretation, with their timing, with their feet timing, like especially like you wanna do drum corps, like that's so important, feet timing, okay? So be uncomfortable and have true growth from doing that, okay? So cool, guys. If you're interested in my private lesson service, you know, I know, small plug, I'm sorry, but if you guys want to know more about it, I help students out all the time with this kind of thing, with these kinds of things. So if you need more information, go to karldrumtech.com/lessons. Otherwise, there will be a link below, so check that out. Otherwise, you know, just like I said, the thing you got to do is just stay uncomfortable and push yourself to do that to get better results, okay? So if you guys like this video, please do me a huge favor and hit that like button down below. Also, if you have any questions or comments or, you know, and I know I've been really bad with responding to comments, but I really try to respond to every single comment. So leave a comment down below if you have any suggestions, you know, for other people, or if you have any questions, leave that in the comments below, all right? And if you have not subscribed yet, like I said in the beginning, there's a subscribe button down below that says subscribe. If you are subscribed, thank you so much. We're almost at 5,000. It's kind of crazy. So thank you if you are subscribed and you have subscribed right now. And let's see, if you feel like this video can help somebody else out, please make sure you share this video with them on all your social media platforms. Otherwise, thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you guys want to watch more videos of mine, click over here, and then subscribe over here. Peace, catch you in the next one.